No one wanted it this way. Joe Biden is a good man, a good American, a great president. But time and the burden of the office means it's time to step aside, to put a warrior into the political arena, ready to take on Donald Trump, to face up to the un-American plan Trump and Project 2025 will impose. Vice President Kamala Harris is ready, experienced, and as a tough prosecutor, Kamala Harris dealt with men like Trump all the time. Rapists, con men, frauds, criminals. She's used to guys like Trump, used to putting them in their place.
Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America?
Kamala Harris will bring something to Trump he's rarely seen. Justice.
You know, as many of you know, before I was elected as vice president, before I was elected as United States Senator, I was the elected Attorney General, as I've mentioned, of California. And before that, I was a courtroom prosecutor. In those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women, fraudsters who ripped off consumers, cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
Project 2025 is the published roadmap for Republicans if they win the 2024 election. Thing 2, women's rights. They will abolish no-fault divorce, ban all abortions with no exceptions, ban all contraceptives. Yes, you heard me. This is an attempt to control women into living in some Christo-fascist Stepford Wives version of reality. It's a blatant attempt to regulate women back to second-class citizens, without autonomy over their bodies or their lives. We cannot let this stand. Vote for Democrats.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Trucker John. All right. Mic's on. I was just eating a little breakfast. I didn't time it right. All right, good morning, everybody. Good to see you. Here we are. It's 9:07 in the a.m. in the Pacific time zone here in Las Vegas. Beautiful, sunny, hot Las Vegas. It's already 96 degrees, and we're supposed to get to 111 degrees today. So it's toasty. It's a toasty day, toasty morning, all that good stuff. But let's see, who do we got in chat today? We got, I think I saw Roxanne Armfield waiting. Now, it looks like this is starting out a little bit. We got Jolie in here. Fancy, Never Fear Fancy is here. I'd like to know how things are going with Fancy. I know we got Fancy up to 50 subscribers, so waiting for some good stuff to come out there. Let's see. I know it looks like I'm zoomed in or something, but It is what it is. It is what it is. CN's here. Good to see CN from the Netherlands. The Netherlands. 56, Nick Rich. I'm trying to learn how to enunciate better instead of mumble my way through this. 56, Nick Rich. And I'm failing miserably. Nick says he was like number 6. So let's get those likes. Good at 19 watch and 17 thumbs ups. So we need to pick up the thumbs ups. Nick Rich says, hey there, it's CN. I got cut off before I could respond to your comment. Oh, you know what? Here, I'm committing the cardinal sin. I'm not on all messages. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. But we got William. William's here. Hello, William. Let's see. MJ Daniel is here. The future versus the past. Choose wisely. Yep, we've got... That's exactly it. Let's see. Who else is here? Aaron West. Hello, Aaron. Good to see Aaron. And we got Jeannie's here. Hello, Jeannie. And scrolling down a little bit here. Just Saying is here. Hello, Just Saying. Good to see Just Saying in the chat. I believe I've seen Just Saying before. I'm not sure, but in any case, welcome to the Driver's Lounge, as I like to call it. And let's see. Yeah, Just Saying says hit the like button. And I'm just kind of scrolling down here. Paul Sharkey Mannion says, hi, TJ. Fancy, Jolie, Roxanne, 56 Nick Rich. That's Paul Mannion from England getting a cowboy voice for his posts. I don't know why. I just do it that way. See, it says Nick Rich. I think things happen for a reason. I think that he will do what he wants until he's gone next year, and it will be okay. Hope he can have many years to enjoy his family. You talking about Biden? If not, it seems to kind of fit. I don't know. Let's see. MJ Daniels says, Roxanne, good morning, everybody. Going to be around 80 here in Olympia. And 80 in Olympia is pretty good. Hey, Walter Makarovich says, hi, Trucker John. It's hilarious, the new threat. According to Trump, if Harris gets elected, there won't be no more cows. No more cows. Goodbye, cows. I'm going to miss the cows. I really am. If that's the case, I'm going to miss the cows. Paul Sharkey Mannion says 5:07 p.m. over here in the UK. Yeah, look at there. It's quite a big difference there. What's that, like 8 hours or something? Fancy said, I said good morning on here today. You guys can see me. I do see you. I see you, Fancy. See, and says MJ Down, yes, they are just so fake at it too, just grabbing the filth from the air. Yep. Fancy says, yeah, I said good morning. I was testing out this app. Oh. Okay, was that the Good Morning app? MJ Daniel, I wonder if Orange Skunk Turd Clown is suddenly kind of excited for the next president debate like I am. I know. Everyone's wondering if Trump is even going to show up, or, you know, if he's going to try to bow out of it. In a way, that would be the smart thing to do. But you know what? I don't want to get too cocky, because I really thought Biden was going to, do much better at his debate. Now I know that it's kind of an apple and oranges kind of thing. The oranges. It's the oranges type of a deal. But yeah, I think I may have gotten a little cocky going into the debate with the Biden Trump debate. I really didn't see Biden doing that poorly, but I don't think the same would happen with Kamala. So, but still, I'm just saying this. Maybe we shouldn't get too cocky. I don't know. Aaron says, I can't stay long. I have an appointment with a surgeon today. Ooh, well, Aaron, I hope you're okay. I hope everything goes well with that appointment. The best wishes to you there. Hugger Greeter says, hi, Trucker John. Well, hello back at you there, TK. Teresa. Nick Rich, I dropped into the nerds. Lots of chat with a panel. More intimate here. Oh, thank you. We got an intimate little cozy setting here at the Trucker John live stream Driver's Lounge. This is the Driver's Lounge, by golly. Yep. That's why I got my coffee. Yeah. Steve Sayers says Trump is not going to debate Kamala. There I go, mispronouncing. I know. That's what everyone's saying. And for Trump, that's kind of a lose-lose, I think, because if he debates her, he's going to get his ass kicked. And if he doesn't debate her, then everyone's going to say that he's too chicken. But I guess out of those two, maybe being called a chicken is the lesser of the bad things for him. The least damage maybe. But either way, it doesn't look good for him. Just say it says such a friendly chat. I feel a new energy. Do you feel a new energy from being in this chat? Or is it a new energy like I think we all feel since Kamala got into the race here as the top of the ticket to you, or both. MJ Daniels says, time for the debate, sir. Oh, my bone spurs can't make it. My bone spurs are acting up. I've got bone spurs, and I got this big wound here. I had this terrible wound I'm on the mend. I'm on the mend here. Practically took my whole ear off. So I'm not going to be able to make it. I can see that, right? I can see that being some horse shit. James Williams says, I am looking forward to hear TFG face off with VP Kamala Harris. I think she will put him in his place. Yeah, I would like to see the debate, but like I said, they're probably going to say, it's not fair. It's not fair that she's now she's what? Now who's going to be next? Or whatever. I mean, all they've done since Joe stepped aside, endorsed Kamala, and then and all this has happened, and she's got all the delegates that she needs and everything else. All they've been doing is trying to, like Mike Johnson said, they're going to sue, and they're just doing everything they can to try to overturn this or whatever, because they're scared shitless, man. Especially when you see that all of the campaign fundraising that's been going on in these last few days, like we've never seen before. We've never ever seen anything like. I've never seen anything like this. So they're all wearing diapers now. Mike Johnson, everybody, they're all in diapers now, man. MJ Daniel says, I just hope DJT will do the debate just out of ego. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, because you know that he's probably afraid of her, but he's also, yeah, his ego, you know, like he just can't keep his mouth shut. You know? Paul Sharkey Mannion says, Trump's brain is imploding at the moment. No doubt about it. MJ Daniels says, Kamala Harris was a courtroom prosecutor and is our age. Thank you. I have no worries about her debate skills. That has never been President Biden's strength. That's true. That's true. And I don't either. I don't doubt her debate skills. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's like telling everybody that In-N-Out Burger is the best fast food hamburger or cheeseburger, because I use a good cheeseburger. And you build it up so high, you build it up, you build it up, you build it up, and then someone who's never had an In-N-Out, they go and they get it, they go, yes, it's all right, you know, and you're like, what? That's not a very good analogy, probably, but, you know. I tried, man. Anyhow, guys, did you guys happen to see last night or yesterday? Yeah, that early evening on the East Coast. It was last night. I was on the Tara Devlin show. You guys should have checked it out. It was pretty fun. Pretty fun going on there. And Tara and I got to talk for about an hour on the show. And I did post a link in the community page. If you guys want to go check it out at some point, you can check the show out. Me and Tara. Now, not Tara Dublin. I know a lot of us, we get Tara Dublin and Tara Devlin a little bit mixed up because the names are so similar. And these are both progressive women, liberal women. But it was not Tara Dublin, like some of you may think. It was Tara Devlin. And Tara's had a show for a long, long time, many, many years. And she asked me to go on, and I went on last night and had a great time. So if you guys have a chance, if you haven't seen it, you should. I don't have the link on this one. Maybe Jolie can put the link up. I did post it on the community, in the comment on the community page, the comment to the posting that I had about Tara's channel. If you want to check that out. Now, Steve Sayre says, to me, the question is, what will Trump do to distract from not doing the debate? Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about. Like, you know, my bone spurs. But realistically, because he's not going to say bone spurs, but he could say, who knows? Yeah, how is he going to weasel out of it? Because it's going to be seen as a weasel move, right? If Trump doesn't debate Kamala Harris, he's going to have to come up with some excuse. And no matter what it is, it's going to look weak. So that's the only reason why he might do it. You know, because he can't figure out a way to weasel his way out of it and still not look too weaselly. Walter McCarver says he wants to have a debate on Fox News in Pennsylvania on September 13th. Oh yeah, because the next debate with Biden was supposed to be with ABC. And now they want to get some good home field advantage, so to speak, with Fox News, I guess. But at this point, I don't think it even matters. I don't think Fox News is even completely all in with them anymore. Paul Sharkey Mannion says it's reinvigorated the whole thing. Absolutely. The Kamala getting into the race, like I said, the support, the fundraising. Just everyone's interactions, it is like a whole new ball game here. Just Saying says, new energy because of the recent events. This chat is always energetic. Oh yeah, thank you, Just Saying. Nick Rich says DJT is a. I can't even figure out what the first emoji is, but the other one is the poop. So we know he's poop. I don't know what the first emoji is. I can't. I'm not good at emojis. I'm sorry. You know, so sue me. No. Hey, Pamela's here. Good to see Pamela. Thanks for being here. Since I watched President Biden's speech last night, made me cry. He looked so exhausted. Yeah, I know, Pamela. God bless him. I don't mean it in that condescending way, or whatever, like bless his heart. But, I mean it in the sincere way. Like, God bless him, man, He's hanging in there. And he's gonna remain president all the way until next January when Kamala gets sworn in, And you can really see, like, this was probably the best thing, like him stepping down, even though we were so against it. I was so against it because we were so afraid that doing that would, really screw up our chances of making sure that Donald Trump does not get reelected, or not. I guess you call it reelected because he's been president before, but he's not. He's not the incumbent, of course. But to see him get this election, Trump must be defeated, and so we're like, you can't change now. It's too late to change. We can't change, But I think, I guess we were wrong because. The American people, the voting public really is just as much against Trump as we are in this chat. I mean, you can see that. And that's why we've seen all these special elections. We've seen Democrats overperforming and winning, like the midterms was basically a wash. I mean, basically broke even. Boop, 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 boop. There was no big red wave, in other words. So Republicans, I guess you could say, underperformed, right? And ever since then, we've had these special elections, and certain elections come in where Democrats have been down, and these are places that they've lost, and now all of a sudden they've been winning them. Those are all indicators, right, of how the Democrats, the liberals, are really pissed off about things, especially Dobbs, right? Overturning Roe v. Wade. And that's all coming to fruition in these elections. And to see this presidential election, the excitement, I think Biden was going to win regardless. I really do. I think Biden was going to win because the American people are pissed off about the thought of Trump ever getting back in the White House. And then when this happened, when Joe stepped down and then Kamala he endorsed Kamala right away. Like me, people were like, okay, fuck it. And I went and donated, man, and everyone started donating because that was how we could say, hey, look, that was our voice. Those donations that we made, and there were so many new. I hadn't donated in this campaign yet. That was my first donation. I was one of those people that these were new donors, and these were small donations. I donated $15. These were small donations, new donors, and this was our way of saying, look, we support you, we support Kamala. We're there. We got you. We got you, boo, as the kids say. And that was our voice. That was our way of letting it be known that this Joe stepping down was not going to be make this like an automatic win for Trump. And so, by God, we did it. I mean, we did it as far as making that. I know the election's not over, but we did it as far as saying, you're not going to leapfrog over Kamala. You're not going to pick some other person. No, it's Kamala Harris. She's the one. And we're going to do this, and we're going to beat Trump like a drum. So that's what that's all about, Keith Polite, hey, Keith here says, headline on CNN, the U.S. economy is pulling off something historic. And isn't it good to see, finally, some news reporting on the economy? Because when Joe Biden was the the nominee, all they could talk about was his age. So it's good to see that now they're talking about the goddamn economy. The best I've seen in my lifetime, I'm 63 years old. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. You know? Barney Thompson's here. Hey, Barney. Barney says, I got to get me a Kamala t-shirt. Me too. Absolutely. I'd like to see if I can still get a Joe t-shirt too, just to have one. Let's see, Diane Capobianco is here. Good afternoon from hot Florida. Good afternoon to you, Diane. Try to stay cool. Try to stay out of, is it muggy? It's like a muggy heat. That's what we call muggy, right? That humidity. So try to stay cool and comfortable if you can. Just Saying says, want to see him get spanked by a woman on World War II. It would be a great thing to see. I would love to see that debate. Let's see. Jolie says, a cat, a bird, and a turtle walked into a bar. No, I don't know what that's about. James Williams says that the GOP has spent all their money ridiculing an old white man. That didn't work out well, did it? Nope. Nope, it did not. It's all blowing up in their faces. Hey, Kimchi. Kimchi's here. Good to see Kimchi. Says, it's too late, Trump. You can't abort J.D. Vance. You have to carry him to term. Stole this. Yeah, I heard, was it Stephanie Miller or somebody was saying something like that? But, yeah, everything they do, everything Trump does just turns to shit. Stian says, looks like the majority has calmed down now, but the energy is going up and up to do the work, so I hope it stays like this. No more panic. Yeah, it's going to be a big blue wave, and it's going to be a big Kamala Harris wave. Paul Shargimanian says, I think Joe's timing is perfect. Fox News has been blindsided. It certainly has seemed that way. It certainly has been working out, the timing and everything. Pamela, see, I want to call Pamela now, because Kamala, why do I do this? Okay, anyhow, it says, I'm so excited to vote for the first woman president. Me too. I am too. You know, after Hillary lost, I thought I may never see the woman president in my lifetime. You know, I thought that might have set things back, you know. So here we are, 8 years later, and we've got a really good shot at it. Like I said, I don't want to get too cocky. I don't want to count our chickens before they've hatched. But, you know, it's looking good, and we just got to keep supporting Kamala in every way we can. Whether it's more donations, just spreading the word, letting people know you're going to vote and who you're voting for. You know, talk about things like Project 2025 and what a Trump presidency would look like, which would be basically fascism and destroying democracy. You know, it's up to all of us to get the word out. Let's get the word out. Walter McKever says, thank you, President Biden, for all you've done to help us all in the United States and the world. Great Oval Office speech last night. Oh, look at there. Jolie's got the link to Tara Devlin's show from last night with special guest Chucker John. You guys want to check that out at your leisure? Go ahead and do that. James Williams says, I respect strong women. Tara is 100% a warrior. Oh, yeah. She's been in the fight for a long time now. So, yeah, go over there and make sure you give her, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you give her a subscription. Or, you know, hit the sub button. And don't know why my text has not come through. I don't know either. Just Saying says, this media will go with whoever brings the money. Sickening Same with the corporations. Show me the money. It's always all about the money. Unfortunately. But in this case, we see the importance of campaign donations, because it really illustrated the support in a big way. I mean, these campaign contributions are historic. Diane says, let's make Kamala our first woman president. I absolutely agree. I would love it. I would love to see it. Nick Rich says Beyonce's endorsement is going to be a big boost. Freedom. Yeah, Beyonce and Taylor Swift, Trucker John. You know, the endorsements just keep rolling in. All the biggies. I'm just skipping down here a little bit. Kimchi says Biden just 4D chest tramp into a cocked hat. That's how I would say. Speaking of cocked hats, no. This hat feels cocked. I don't know. Hey, Matthew Hannon is here. Matthew says, is there currently the most ex-president living? Wait, is there currently the most ex-presidents living? I don't know. So, I think Jimmy Carter's still hanging in there, right? Even though, you know, God bless his little soul. I think he might be in a coma or something, but I think he's still alive. And then you got Bill Clinton, you got H.W., you got Trump. Oh, and I guess, well, Biden's still president. What am I thinking? And Obama, right? So that's 5. And then come January, when Biden steps down and Kamala takes over, that'll be 6, unless Carter goes between now and then. So probably, I think so, Matthew. The most ever at one time that's still alive. That might have a lot to say about improvements in our medical stuff. Nick Rich says the derp state is freaking out. They've got nothing but bullshit to shovel until November. Nick Rich getting blue with this. Diane says the midterms was a period drip. That's okay. Republicans only had a majority of a few. They were expecting a huge win. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. James Williams says, President Biden did not step down. He simply announced he was not running for re-election. Well, he stepped down from the campaign. He didn't step down from his office. But he did step down from the campaign. So, you know, if we want to get technical. Bonnie Thompson, I'm broke, can't donate until the 1st. Hey, Bonnie Thompson, that's fine. You do what you can do. Maybe all you can do is hit the share button on the Trucker John Show. or whenever you see a Kamala Harris posting of something. Just hit the share button. That helps a lot. That's spreading the word. Spread the word, you know. Kimchi says, hello, beautiful Mistress Erin. Now that I have you, that name, I see you as BDSM. When I meet you, probably a sweet little lady, but hey, you are badass. CN says, hit the thumbs ups, peeps. Kim Shee says, me too, Bonnie. But I did buy, I guess, $100 of merch? Or 100 different items? I don't know. Hey, you know, like I say, and no contribution is too small. Like if I think the minimum you could do is $3. I mean, or maybe you could write in $1. I don't know, but even that, like I said, what if 3 million people gave $1? That's $3 million. Now I know it's like Dr. Evil, like $3 million. But hey, man, the point is we have the numbers in terms of people, and if we all donated $1 or $3 or $5, we don't have to have the big donors that donate thousands of dollars or whatever. Is my point. Hey, Tim Nelson's here, one of our Tims. Good morning. Good morning. Carrie C is here. Hey, Carrie, good to see you. Says hi, everyone. Did I miss anything? You sure did. You missed me. Blathering. And I'm trying to eat my breakfast. It's now getting cold. Matthew Hanna, makes sense. Modern medicine for the win. Yes. Jolie says, at Stephen Sayers, the turtle and the cat both just showed up at my house. The bird I overheard at a pet store was going to be put to sleep because he's mean and untrainable, so I adopted him. So have you been able to make him not so mean and untrainable, or are you just putting up with it? The mean old untrainable bird. But still, you know, he's your bird. He's your mean untrainable bird now. And you still love him. Diane says, oh yes, extremely humid. I'm outside for a few minutes with my dog. I'm sweating like crazy. Good old Florida humidity. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Bonnie Thompson with a joke. Why can't you trust atoms? They make up everything. Ba-dum-bum. Kim Chi says, I altered my sign to say, Madam President Harris, we will not go back. Aimed it at my neighbor's house, even my Republican neighborhood, nice things to say about Joe. I almost fell on the ground. Oh, now they talk nice about him. Hey, Robert Perez is here in the driver's lounge. Good to see Robert. Robert says, oh, ow hell? Or maybe oh hell? Oh hell yeah, I think it's, okay. Oh hell yeah, I'm voting Harris Blue, and how do you do? I'm doing good. I think we're doing good. Is everybody doing good? How y'all doing? I'm voting blue, no matter through and all the way through. Bonnie Agliata says, Jolie, I have 2 parrots. Bless you for the rescue. If you have a parrot, you will get bit. Goes with the territory. That's why I'm not a bird lover. I got bit by a bird once, and it hurts. I mean, this wasn't a parrot. This was some big ass bird that my friend had. I can't even remember what kind of bird it was. A big ass fucking bird. And he goes, yeah, put him on your, put your arm out, and he'll plop up on your arm. And thank God I had a long sleeve leather jacket on. That's probably the only thing that saved me from my fucking hand getting bit off. Because this thing clamped down with his beak and would not let go, and was applying extreme pressure on my fucking arm. And then my friend was like, trying to get the bird off of me. It took like a couple minutes or something. Finally, he got the thing to release, and he took the bird away. And you can see on my jacket, it left this big ring around the sleeve where it was cutting into my jacket. If it hadn't been for that jacket, I swear to God, I would have lost my fucking hand. So, forgive me, all you bird lovers. I know I have a cousin who's an extreme bird lover. I'm not a bird lover, especially after that incident. You guys can have your fucking birds. They're crazy. They're fucking cray-cray. Diane Capobianco says, I had tears in my eyes last night listening to President Biden's speech. It's so nice to see the First Lady Jill and Hunter by his side in the Oval Office. Yeah, they're just a great family, a great example, of what it's like to be a loving family, Jolie says, basically, feral, so was the cat. No, they fit right in over here. That's kind of funny. Steven Sayers says, headlines, Trump loses big time to black lady. Paul Shargamanian says, I think the reality of the situation is that Trump is not worthy to be anywhere near the Oval Office again. Absolutely. And we're not the only ones that think that, as we're going to see come November. Jolie says, it's a cockatiel, Bonnie. I had him about 15 years. 15 years, wow. He doesn't bite anymore, just acts like he's going to. Yeah, some of those birds they can outlive their owners sometimes. I mean, it's crazy how long they live. Keith Police says, Vance pissed off the Swifties with his cat lady comment. Ruh-roh. Oh, yeah. You don't want to do that, Vance. You are barking up the wrong tree, my friend. He's not really my friend. Let's see. Kimchi says, my repuke neighbor does not have the internet. That is why he is still somewhat sane. Okay. Steve Sayers says, Marge Toilet Green will probably call Kamala Mr. President. Yeah, well, she better be careful because she might be, one of the a Jan 6 defendant at some point. Pamela says, now that the shock and fear of President Biden stopping his re-election bid, it's time to get to work and get Kamala in the White House. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what we're doing. We're going to just keep promoting Kamala Harris all the way. Robert Press says, howdy trucklers, stay in the shade. We got made in shade, man. We got made in shade. Yeah. Kimchi, absolutely cool and beautiful this week in the 70s to 80s, like normal instead of 100. Just the other day, it wasn't a couple of days ago, planet Earth experienced its hottest day, I guess, in recorded history. So we are seeing global warming right in front of our faces here. Barney Thompson says, Republicans often lie, shocking, right, about everything. That's why the red wave never happened and there's poll jacking. Cian says, Stephen Sayers, Lebanon, I think she will come up with way worse. That is her ammo, as evil as can be. Oh, about MTG. Yeah, like I said, man, she might end up as a defendant on January 6th. James Williams says, it is a significant difference. If President Biden had stepped down, Kamala would be president today. Not a small difference, don't you think? if President Biden had stepped down, like if he just resigned and then Kamala would be the president, not a small difference, don't you think? I think he did it right. I think the way he did it it was the right way to do it. Because this way, she will get voted in by the people, and then that will help her re-election bids, right? We didn't want her. We didn't want to make her into a Gerald Ford, you know. I'm just skipping down a little bit here. Lots of people saying good morning still to people. Nick Rich says 81 million votes last time for Biden. Kamala got a buck from each of them in one night, sort of, kind of. Right. Absolutely, Nick. MJ Daniels says, I spent 2 weeks in Tokyo back in 1980. In August, the heat and humidity were nasty. No, thank you. Yeah, sometimes you got to plan the best time to go there, to a place. Like Florida, I would try to never go there in probably late spring until maybe even fall, until the humidity drops back down. Because I've been there in I think in fall, late fall, and early winter, and it was pretty nice. Let's see. Paul Sharkey says, I think Joe deserved the right to decide whether to not or not to run. A proper statesman and a gentleman. Yep. Aaron West, catch you another time. Have a great day. Harris 2024. Yes, Aaron. Hey, you're probably not here. You probably already left, but thanks for being here, and I hope all goes well with your meeting with the surgeon. Fancy bread as bird got you. Well, the one that got me was not a white cockatiel. It was a big black bird of some sort. I don't remember what it was, but I did not like it. Well, before it bit me, I had no problems with it. It just bit me for no reason. And after it bit me, we're enemies now. Even though this was like 30 years ago, so. But I will hold that grudge forever. Diane says birds are cool, but I never wanted one as a pet. I remember my ex, my baby mama. She was always buying pets, and she bought this big giant bird cage. And they had a bird. I forget, it might have been a cockatiel. I don't remember now what it was now. They might have went through a few birds. I don't know, but see, the thing is, my ex and my kids, they want these pets, but then they don't want to take care of them. You know, and the bird cage gets full of shit, and you got to clean that cage like daily, basically, or, you know, and they wouldn't do it. You know? If you're going to have a bird or any animal, you know, have the responsibility of taking care of it. That's all I got to say. Kimchi says, my cat brought a bird in who seemed fine, but it died in my hand. Hard to believe these fat asses could catch anything. That's funny. Barney says, what the hell is brat? I don't know, but then MJ Daniel says, brat, new slang for cool. Okay. All right, then. William says, when Trump loses, he's going to pull the same bullshit about the election being stolen. Yeah, but at this point, Donald Trump is just, an old blathering fool, and he has nothing new to say. We've all heard the same bullshit. We're not going to be fooled. Like I told Tara last night, we're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe trick anymore. He just rehashes the same old thing, and we're all onto it. It ain't going to work this time, Trump. Your bullshit ain't going to work this time. As far as I think, anyhow. Fancy says, "Oh, I was on top chat all this time." Oh yeah, make sure you're on all chat, folks, if you don't want to miss any of this great chat. Talking about birds and Biden and Trump and Kamala. Do 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 do. Kamala. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. James Williams, brats used to reference military kids. Yeah, army brats and things of this nature. Diane says Kamala deserves a wonderful inauguration day. The crowds will be huge. They'll be huge, and these will be really huge, like for real, not fake huge. Remember when Trump, right off the bat? Remember when he won in 2016, and like hardly anyone showed up for the inauguration, or even for parades and stuff, and then what was the guy that came out? His first, like, I guess, press secretary guy. What was that guy's name? He's like, he's like yelling, this was the hugest. Right off the bat, we're like, calm the fuck down, with your bullshit. And they showed aerial photos of how sparsely attended, the parade was, or whatever they were doing, right off the bat. You guys remember, you guys remember the women wearing the pussy hats, the pink pussy hats. Remember those? The Women's March. See, all that stuff. That stuff hasn't gone away, and that's what we're saying and they just continually kept the Republicans keep continually throwing fuel on that fire and pushing for overturning of Roe and all this kind of stuff. So all the pussy marching, all the women's marching from the 2016, that has just been building up and building up and building up. That's why we're going to see such a huge blue tsunami in November, because it's been this 8 years of Republicans continuing with this assault on women's rights and bodily autonomy and right on down the line, It's going to come to a huge, big blue wave in November, I think. Kimchi says, this will be my first inauguration I will attend. Might rent my house out too among, oh my God, the money. Hey man, do it. Make a little money. Fancy, that was a crow, man. It wasn't a crow. I forget what it was, but it was not a crow. Robert Restava, Ukraine. Johnny, do you wonder that if a female becomes president of the USA, do you think maybe the men will want to provoke a war somewhere to test a couple of hairs? Nah, not really. I never really thought about that, but I mean, they're going to try to test her, and if that doesn't mean there's not going to be some wars breaking out, because wars always break out. But there's certainly going to be the misogyny. I mean, we've seen it already, but it's going to be certainly off the hook. I mean, we saw it when Obama won. I told this story before. The day that Obama won in 2008, I was driving my truck. I was on the road, and I had the CB on, and it was just nonstop, just inward this, inward that, we're going to kill that N word. We're going to hang this. We're going to hang that N word. I mean, it just didn't stop. And that was on the CB. That was other truck drivers or other people who had, radios. But I never had. There's a lot of rednecks, of course, and a lot of racists out there. But when Obama won in 2008, it was just a tidal wave of racism that came out. And we'll see the same thing when Kamala wins. It's going to be not only because she's a person of color, but it's going to be because she's a woman. And they're all going to come out. And they're going to say, this N word, B word, or whatever is, we're going to hang her and all this kind of stuff. It's all going to come out. And they're just going to expose themselves for being the racist, misogynists that they are. So the test will be there. Whether someone tries to provoke a war to test her, who knows? But there's going to be plenty of tests for Kamala, and I think she's up to the test. She's up to the task. Let's see, I'm just kind of skipping down. So if I do skip your guys' posts, don't take offense. Don't take it personally. I just try to move along here a little bit, Trying to move along a little bit. James Williams says, when Trump realizes he has no chance, he will be a flight risk with America's nuclear secrets in boxes right along with him. He's definitely a flight risk. And I don't know if that, the thing about nuclear secrets, if that's already too late for that. He may have already given all that stuff out already, but definitely he's Donald Trump is not only a flight risk, but he is a traitor, and he should not be forgiven for that. And he should be in a prison cell, and I believe he will be at some point. I'm still hopeful. I've been saying that for probably almost 8 years now, that Trump's going to go to prison. So, God damn it, at some point it's going to happen. Diane Capobianco says, I hope President Biden has someone that is good, that will make sure our elections are secure. Russia and other adversaries might try to interfere. They're interfering already, because they want Trump. They're interfering in the sense of influence campaign. That's what they did in 2016. They're still doing it. They're even more probably advanced now, of course, as time goes on, in terms of AI and all that kind of stuff. So we just have to, we have to combat that by all of us doing our share to get the word out, to get the truth out. Hey, Josh Cryer says, hey, Josh Cryer, by the way, welcome to the Driver's Lounge. Good to see you. Josh Cryer says, bless you, Trucker John. I missed a lot this week. How are you feeling about Biden stepping down and his speech last night? Boy, you did miss a lot. Yeah, because that's all we've been talking about. That's all we've been talking about since it happened. And, of course, like I said, at first, on Sunday, I was a little shocked. I was saddened. I went through, all those 7, whatever it is, of grief. I think I went through all of those. But within a couple hours, I was like, God damn it. Kamala Harris is she's going to be our nominee. And I donated money to her campaign right away, along with me and along with who knows how many millions of other people. I think it was, I remember seeing the stat on first-time donors. It was like in the millions, I think, and I was one of them. And I think her speech last night was very moving. It was, you see Biden just doing the right thing. you know. Hey, Michael Meandrews is here. Michael says a GOP former Lieutenant Governor Duncan has endorsed Mrs. Harris. Tamara Price is here. Hello, Tamara. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us here in the Driver's Lounge. MJ Daniels says, this time the Dems are in charge of security, so just go ahead, fuck around and find out. Yeah, as far as like trying to do a Jan 6th thing again and all that shit, yeah, that ain't gonna fly. You know, because Trump, you know, we saw Trump and his people, you know, deliberately, you know, kind of sabotaged all of the security and everything for that. So, yeah, that ain't gonna happen this time. Pamela says maggots are saying the most disgusting things about the fact that Kamala has no natural-born children. She is a stepmother. See, that's all they got, and it's bullshit. We all see it as bullshit. What, they're gonna put her down because she doesn't have any natural-born children? So what? Yeah, she's a stepmom. She's probably a great stepmother. You know. See, that's the difference between them and us. You know, we liberals, it is a Big Tent thing. It's about diversity. Not everybody has to have kids. You know, that if you have kids, that's great. That's wonderful. I've got a couple kids, and I love them. And there are people who don't have any kids, and that's fine. It doesn't mean, you know, that's not something that you put someone down for if they don't have kids. Everyone has that's the thing. Everyone should have their choice. And they don't believe in choice. They believe in control. Because control gives them power. You know? Mine is Kevin Anderson. Hey, Kevin's here. Says, loving out. TJ, did you see J.D. Vance said Mountain Dew causes cancer? I didn't see that he said it causes cancer, but I thought he was the one saying that he drinks Mountain Dew. Is he saying he gave it up because of that, or what? Oh, Sean Spicer. See, that's how far back I am in the chat, because I was talking about Sean Spicer like a long time ago. So, but yeah, it was Sean Spicer. Remember that? He came out yelling, "This was the biggest inauguration ever attended," and all this bullshit. Hey, we got Serinda Monkey here in the chat. From across the pond, here's Serinda Monkey. When I was younger, we had a budgie. I know, I'm not familiar with the term, by the way. We had a budgie called Pepe. Is a budgie a bird? I don't know. Anyhow, behind its cage, it must be a bird because it's in a cage. Well, other things are in cages. Could have been a monkey, for all I know. Anyhow, behind his cage were glass photos of us kids, and the bird pecked our faces out of every picture it could reach. There were 30 plus kids in each photo. See? Birds are bastards. I'm just kidding. If you got a bird and you love your bird, then you love your bird. Steve Sayer says they're pushing narrative that Kamala was a terrible prosecutor, the DEI thing. Man, you know, of course they're gonna do it, whatever they can to try to slam her. We all know she's a very capable prosecutor, and she was the attorney general. She won elections. She won. Wasn't she a two-term senator in California? She won these elections. She's put the time in. She's earned everything. But of course they're gonna try to slam her whenever they can. Fancy says, did I hear Trucker John say pussy marching? Remember the pussy hats? I said the pussy hats. Remember everyone was wearing the pussy hats? For the Women's March. it was about the pussy grabbing and all that shit, right? I'm just saying, women aren't going to let that, they're not going to just let that lie. They're still, hey man, from 8 years ago, they're still pissed off, and I don't blame them. I'm just saying, this has all been building up. And we're going to see, Rovember in full fucking force come November. Hey, just say thanks for that super chat. Thanks so much for your voice. You are so welcome. Thank you so much for donating to the show and for being here. Everything you do, it helps the show so much. And it's only possible because of you guys. And so thanks, Just Saying. I appreciate that. Kimchi said, Kevin, I had a Mountain Dew and a moon pie last night in honor of my Appalachian ancestors and Shady Vance's downfall. I like a good moon pie every now and then. Pamela says, one maggot bitch said Kamala couldn't have children because of, all of her abortions. Yeah, see, that's the level they're going to stoop to. But you know what? We just brush it away? Is that how we, what's the thing? We're just like, fuck you, motherfuckers. We'll see you in November when we kick your ass. We'll see you in November when we kick your ass. That's what we're going to say. Nick Rich says, don't get too cocky. At any race, it takes a jockey. Diane, a couple Bianco says, I voted for President Obama twice. The Tea Party formed when President Obama. Yep, absolutely. The Tea Party, which basically morphed itself into MAGA, basically, right? Bonnie says Obama rocked the world. Boy, I really am behind in the chat, guys. Guys. I am so far behind. Josh Cryer says, at Diane, speaking to Diane, the removal of no reason divorce or no fault divorce and making abortion at 6 weeks is literally insane. They are literally insane. Most women don't even know if they're pregnant at 6 weeks. Yeah. All of this shit is what's going to lead to a fucking tsunami, a big blue tsunami in November or Rovember or Jovember. Well, not Jovember anymore. Midas Kevin says, Kimchi Vance is full of it. Next, he'll be saying, yeah, you may have legs, but if you walk, you'll die. And this is our, Yale graduate? Yale just producing another just a fine human being there. Huh? Yeah, everyone's talking about all the shit they're saying about Kamala. Yeah, we're just gonna brush it off, man. We're gonna say just like look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard. November, when we trounce on your ass. When we are trouncing your ass. Kimchi says, Diane, Trump is mobilizing watchers outside of the polls. We need to contact local police ahead of time. They will get violent. They have their orders now. Yeah, that's a scary thought. That's definitely a scary thought. I mean, if you can do mail-in voting, do that. If you can't, just keep your head on a swivel. Maybe not go alone, bring people with you. Just Saying says, thank you for saying that because so many want to say the R word doesn't even exist when we all know it does. I'm not sure what that was about. CN says, you're right, TJ, they are that and the worst of evil. And there's Jolie reminding us about the channel membership, super chats, and you support the show by liking, subscribing, sharing. I think sharing's a big one. And buy me a coffee over there. Buy me a coffee. And we saw that we had Just Saying with that. I guess that was a super chat. Thank you again for that. Let's see. When I did that, it sort of skipped down a little bit. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? My chat kind of went down. It kind of skipped down, and now it won't let me go back up to where I left off. So I just skipped a whole bunch of your chats. So sorry about that. Nick Rich, no offense taken, Joe. We're having fun without you. Yeah, that's true. You guys don't even need me. Josh Cryer says, I've seen so many Russian AI bots on my alt on Twitter. It's a neutral account. They are crazy. The whole site is rigged. Here's what I did a few days ago. I deactivated my X account, or Twitter, as it used to be known. And I've been on there for like 15 years. Hey, look at there, Steve Sayers, $4.99 super chat, or super sticker. I guess that's a super sticker. Thank you so much, Steven Sayers. Thanks for supporting the show. I really do appreciate it. It's much appreciated. Help us grow and get a better show going here. Maybe someday I can buy a mic. I was on Tara Devlin's show last night, and I don't use a mic. I just use a separate mic. I just use the mic that's on the camera. And the first thing Tara said was, "Do you have a mic?" And I was like, "No." And then I was listening to the playback, and you could see, you could really notice the difference. Because Tara was using a mic, and you could really notice a big difference in the sound quality between using like a professional external mic and using just the mic that's on the phone here. Now, you know what? I do have. I was going to try some. I have my AirPods things. I was thinking about putting these on, but I'm kind of hesitant to do that because it might screw everything up. But I was going to put them on just to do a little test to see if you guys think what you think is better sound wise. Here, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. Hopefully this will work. Hopefully it doesn't screw it all up. Okay, I'm going to put these in. Let's see how it goes. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? I'm going to have to skip down in the chat to see if you guys... Can you guys give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Or something like that. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm hearing a really weird, kind of loud, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm hearing. I'm kind of like hearing myself. I think it's because it's coming out of the phone. I don't know. But let me go know what you guys think. Now this, oh wow. Can you guys still hear me? Because something just happened with the thing. I hear you good this way. Bonnie, do the test. Paul Sharkey says, TJ, are you back on later? Got to go for that. Yeah, Paul, I should be on today. I think it's going to be 2 p.m. Pacific time. We'll do a House Parks pre-show warm up because I think I was going on at 3, so I should be. Fancy says, I hear you, not much difference. Nick says, sounds fine. Keith Pleat hears me. Steve Sayers says, I don't know what you just did, but you sound better. I put my my Apple AirPods in. So instead of just using the mic that's on the phone, I'm using these AirPods. So it's kind of weird because I don't know, just it is for me. It's different. Now Kim Chi says there's a fan type white noise. Nick Rich is giving a thumbs up, I guess. And are those steering wheels? I don't know. Robert Perez, I hear you drive her loud and proud. Thank you, Robert. Okay, Mad Mac. Oh, Mad Mac's here. Hey, Mad Mac. I don't think I saw you in here before. He's saying cheers to Sharky. So yeah, good to see Mad Mac. And yeah, Paul, hopefully we'll see you this afternoon, which for you will be really late, I guess, but at night. James Williams still waiting for the VP sweeps to conclude. The excitement is building. VP Harris had been a consequential participant in creating and conveying President Biden's vision. Remember Hillary? Yeah, that's true. The VP sweeps. Who's she going to pick? All right, Paul Sharky Manion, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Always good to see you. Our cowboy from across the pond. So hopefully we'll see you on the afternoon show. Serena Monkey says, there's a zero difference. Stop playing games with TJ. Well, maybe for some people there is a difference. Seeing is Hal coming up? I believe, now I believe he's coming on at 3 p.m. Pacific time in the U.S. Pacific time. I know you're way out in the Netherlands. So that'll be in a few hours from now. Bonnie Thompson, I'm deaf in my left ear, so whatever. Pamela says, take the maxi pad off your ear, John. I don't have a maxi pad on my ear. I have an AirPod. Not for another 5.5 hours, says Nick Rich. For Hal. Denise Wilkins says, sorry I'm late, horrible night. Hello, Trucker John. Hey, chat family and soul. Well, Denise, I'm really sad to hear about you had a horrible night. So hopefully things will be better today for you. Thanks for being here, though. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. Robert Perez says, you should have a show with you and the CB radio and let all the trucklers just know how evil the CB radio waves have gotten. You know, Robert, I still have a CB. I still have it. I wonder if there's some way I could hook it up. You know, there probably is, but yeah. But I really haven't been on the CB in years and years. It just got so hateful that I just shut it off because, you know, I just didn't need that negativity all the time, you know? It was just I mean, it was always kind of bad, but once Obama got elected, it just got worse and worse. And then I didn't really listen to it when Trump got elected, so I don't know really how it changed because I really haven't listened other than a few times just if there was some traffic issues, and I would try to get a heads up on some of the traffic or something, but pretty much shut it off, you know. Let's see. Keith Lee says, question, if there was loose pocket change in Vance's couch, does that make it a prostitute? That's a funny story. I haven't really read the story, but I've seen sort of some memes about it. Apparently he fucked his couch. I don't know. Steve Sayers says, I'm not playing games. As soon as Trucker John put in earbuds, my sound was less tinny. Okay. Well, so do you guys think I should always do the show now with these earbuds on? Earbuds? What do you call them? Maybe I should. Because for me, it sounds... It's definitely different for me. Because it has like sound canceling and stuff. Jolie says, I really can't tell a difference with the AirPods. Maybe it seems a little quieter. William Project 2025 says adoption will only be allowed by a family unit consisting of a married mother and father. Yeah, Project 2025. Yeah, we need to get that out. That if you vote for Trump, you're voting for this really just horrible things that they've got in there. Cian says, it will be midnight here. Gonna have dinner now. Love you all. I'll listen until then. See you later. All right, Cian, thank you so much for being here. As always, appreciate you coming in and contributing to the chat and spending time with us. I really do appreciate it. Kimchi at Mad Mac goes well with man ponds. Bonnie Agliata, 10-4, good buddy. 10-4. Fancy says, I'll get on there and sing. Where are you gonna get on? Are you gonna get on your channel? Do a live stream and do some singing for us? That'd be cool. Nick Rich says it's CB for Citizen Band. Now it's uncivilized. That's right. Well, maybe it always has been, but yeah, it's just worse. It's just a cesspool now, or at least when I was listening to it. Fancy says not too much trouble. What to sing? Roxanne. Oh, on the CB maybe. Roxanne says see you later. Everyone's saying goodbye to CN. Keith Polite says adding a live drop into CB on the show would be very interesting if you can figure out how to use it in your show. I would have to figure out how to get power to it because the CB you either wired in on your dash. There's places that you just wired in. I'm trying to remember if there's any way to hook it up to to AC or whatever. I don't know. I'll think about it though, if I can figure it out, because that would be kind of interesting, I think. But I'm where I'm at. See, those things don't have much range. If I lived right next to a truck stop, that'd be cool. But I'm kind of in the middle of Vegas, and it probably wouldn't pick up much anyhow. I'd have to get a really big antenna. And I live in an apartment, and so I just don't think it would work. But who knows? Let's see. Minus Kevin Anderson says Vance is that a mountain? It may have AIDS. Steve Sayer says, watch your back, Trucker John. The Hulk is coming for you. Okay, I don't know what that means. I mean, I know who the Hulk is. But, where's the Hulk? Steve Sayers, Us All. Nick Rich, a radio with power and antenna, base stations all over the place. Yeah, I would have to get, I don't think I could just use my CB. Well, I suppose there's some way, yeah, you could get power to it. But yeah, hooking up an antenna here at an apartment, I don't think that's really doable. I don't know. Kimchi, put the CB back in your car and take us with you on your road trip to Whataburger. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. If I could hook it up in the car, I don't know if I can hook it up in that Tesla. There's really no place to hook it up in the Tesla. So. Hey, Alvin Stoops is here. Hello, Alvin. Thanks for dropping on in to the old Truckers Lounge. We're just talking about CBs. And Steven says our CB radio is 12 volts. Yeah, you hook it up to a 12 volt on your truck using the 12 volt battery, I guess. But yeah, I'm just trying to think if you could convert that to something or not. I don't know. I don't know. Robert Perez says, let's go JT Mandel. Or is it JP Mandel? Trump called him JP Mandel. I think. Or was it JT? I don't know. Bonnie Aguilera says, we had a base station for years. Yeah, you can get I'd have to buy a new thing then. A new base station. For years, the old man was a trucker, fun times. But even then, with the base station, you have to have a place to hook up an antenna. And I'm in this apartment building. I can't just stick an antenna up on the roof of the apartment building. I mean, you could have an antenna in the room here, I guess. And I'm just wondering, because I'm probably about 3 miles or so from Interstate 15. I might be able to pick up some of the truckers that are whizzing by on the 15 there. Let's see. Kimchi says, Elmo didn't think about a CB. Fucking billionaires. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Steve Sayers says, you would have to convert or invert. Yeah, with a converter. I do have a little power inverter. But I would use it in the truck, though. Let's see, so I could get the inverter, maybe hook the CB up to the inverter, and then that inverter, yeah, that might work. Yeah, I think I still have a few of those power inverters. Probably in that box that's right in front of me right here. Let's see. Alvin Stu says, my neighbor had a base station and we could hear him on our TV. Yeah, you get that kind of crossover, bleeding over. Robert Perez, have a swell day, Kimchi. Oh, is Kimchi leaving? I don't see where Kimchi is leaving. But Keith Fleet says, a weekly feature of 30 seconds of random highway 15 CB chatter. Think audio collage. Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. Minus Kevin says, Kimchi, I eat the rich, dimes come out my mouth, laughing out loud. So anyhow, I've got the AirPods in. AirPods, I guess they're AirPods because they're from Apple. And at least I know you guys can hear me. Now, I might not do this on this show all the time. I just wanted to test it. But if I ever do go on like Tara Devlin again or some other show like that, I'll probably, since I don't have a mic, I guess I'll use these if this is better than that. Because if you guys go and watch that show that I did last night, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like I am echoey and the contrast between Tara, she's got a nice microphone, and then me just talking into the mic that's on the iPhone. You can hear the difference. It's a pretty stark difference. So I guess the next time if I ever do go on some show again, I'll use these. But when I'm just doing my regular show, I'm not sure if it really, since it's just like one person, you don't have that contrast. So I might not have to worry about it, maybe. I'm definitely, after we're done here, I'm gonna listen to this playback, and I'll make a decision based on that. I don't know. Kimchi says my dad's call name was Festus, not Ficus, and my mom was Bicentennial Mama, and I was Little Rocks because I was in my Stonehenge phase. Stonehenge, not Stone Age. Stonehenge phase. I'm also trying to learn how to talk and enunciate. That's funny though, having to call names. I never really had a call name. I don't think. I might have went by Trucker John. I don't know. At some point. But I really wasn't on the CB all that much. I would listen a lot. I did get into a bunch of fights though, like, verbal fights, of course, after Obama was elected, and all the shit they were saying, I got into some pretty heated arguments, and that's why I ended up shutting the thing off, because I was like, I can't do this every day and get my blood pressure all worked up, getting into these arguments with these guys, I just had enough. Big Hook's here. Big Hook says, so is J.D. Vance couched in controversy over the glove fits, you must acquit, the couch of liability. Boy, that's just a lot of puns there relating to J.D.'s, so we say, his alone time habits. I don't know. which I don't even want to think about. So thanks for that, Big Hook, putting that image in my head. Thank you so much. Kimchi says, "Oh my God, Big Hook, you guys are evil, and I love it. And I love it. I love it." Minus Kevin Anderson says, "I did geocaching. My handle was Striker." Oh, nice. That's a cool name. James Williams says, "Check with legal Chucker John. Live broadcasts have lots of risks." As far as on the CB, well, it is FCC. That's true. It is governed by the FCC, so you've got those rules to think about. Bonnie Agliata at Kimchi Funny. I was Honey Bear. Hey, Honey Bear. Alvin Stoop says, "Howdy, Roxanne," and William, Kimchi, Bonnie, Vancy, Carrie, C, and Jolie. Big Hook, hi everyone. I hope I gave a laugh. Nick Rich says, "Rednecks ruin it for other rednecks all the time." Kimchi says, "Enunciation is hard, but only if you have a heavy accent." Won't catch a dat? Won't catch a dat? I don't know. She asked 4 times, and I translated, "Do you want ketchup with that?" Geez, you damn Mexican can't speak redneck. Okay. CN says, "Having my dinner before my laptop. Live up to November 5th. Save me laughing out loud." Yeah, we all are chomping at the bit to get to November 5th. Kimchi says, Bonnie, that reminds me of the Teddy Bear song, and now I'm crying. Big Hook, JD Vance's CB handle is the Lone Glover. See, I meant life. Yeah, my life up to November 5th. We're all getting anxious for November 5th, I'm sure. Denise Wilkins says, "So last night I heard the teen boy hurting a puppy. I heard them laughing and the puppy yelling. So now I have a new puppy." So that was what was going on, huh? With the awful night. But at least sounds like turned into like you saved that puppy from some terrible teens. So good on you, Denise, for saving that puppy. Kimchi says, "Bonnie, we still laugh about the 2 languages." Pamela says, "JD Vance is his own right hand man." Oh boy, you guys just keep them coming, huh? Just keep them coming. Alvin Stube, hashtag Shillbilly. That was a good one that our Ficus came up with the other day, Shillbilly. And it's so fitting, right? He's basically like a fake hillbilly who's just, it's a shield, right? Let's see. Bonnie says, "So cool, Denise. Thanks." Nick Rich Vance is in a trance. Roxanne says, "Way to go, Denise Wilkins." Yeah, saving that little puppy. That's we're all on board with that. Hey, you know what? I don't know. Did I have any? I'm not sure if I really saved too much as far as this, but I should probably put this up. I'm kicking it with Kamala. We're always thinking of like the new little saying to have, like a ride with Biden. So now I'm kicking it with Kamala. I like that one. What do you guys think? Is that one okay? Let's see. I should probably maybe shrink this down a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm kicking it with Kamala. I kind of like that one. What do you guys think? Think that one's going to stick? Denise Wilkins says, he's so cute, I will foster him till someone who deserves him comes forward. What kind, Denise, can you tell what kind of puppy it is? Kimchi says, do the sexy couch dance. Oh, talking about JD again. Nick Rich, the mood isn't right for the cookies, but I know I was thinking about that. I should see it. Let's just see what happens with these. All right, so I'm here. I got these. We got the new earbuds. Trucker John let me borrow them. So we're sharing earwax right now, which is kind of gross, but because I don't think he cleaned them when he handed them over to me. Gross. But hopefully you guys can hear me okay with these new what do you call them? Earbuds? Whatever they're called? I don't know, but I'm kind of getting used to them. I'm going to have to get my own, apparently, because I do not want to be sharing Trucker John's earwax. Ugh. What am I thinking? He just handed them to me, and I put them in and without even thinking, and now I'm thinking, it's gross. I do not want Trucker John's earwax, but it's too late. It's too late. Now I've got it. Now we're sharing bodily fluids, apparently. And I think I'm going to have to go get tested immediately because, you know. But hopefully you guys can hear me okay, I guess, with the thing in the ears, you know. Just looking at the chat while Trucker John's away. And Denise says he's a little bit of everything. I'm not sure. He's a mess. Well, he's that's the best kind. That's the best kind. Those mutts. They call them, where I come from, we call them mutt. And we do it in an affectionate way. You know. But yeah, so hopefully you guys can hear me. We got the earbuds going. Let's see. Yeah, they can hear you, Paul. Don't worry about it. And don't worry about the goddamn earwax, you fucking pussy. Come on. A little earwax amongst friends. Ain't gonna hurt anybody. Jesus Christ. Anyhow, yeah, I guess you guys can hear me all right. I got the earbuds in too. Now I got Paul's and Trucker John's earwax in my cookie ears. So you definitely don't want to take a bite out of me now. Got all the earwax in me. Oh, that might be the best thing about me. Anyhow, yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me. Uh-oh, something's going on here. Can you guys still hear me? Because the whole thing just went down for a second. The whole goddamn thing. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me, because I'm getting these weird things on the screen for some reason. I don't know why. All of a sudden, it took 20 minutes for the thing to detect that I have the earbuds in. It's saying all kinds of weird things. So let me know. Can you guys still hear me? Testing. Is this thing on? Hello? Is this thing on? Hey, folks. Can you guys hear me? Nick Rich says thumbs ups. All right. You know what? I'm going to let Trucker John check it from here because I'm nervous about the earbuds and the earwax in my cookie ear. I don't know. I leave the show for a couple minutes and all hell breaks loose. There was some sort of message that came across and it kind of knocked the whole thing off for a second, and everyone's freaking. Beard guys over here freaking out. Tough Cookies over there freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. Steve says it sounds good. Fancy says I hear you. Okay. CN has got thumbs ups and peace signs. All right, so I don't know. It took that long for both the iPhone and the iPad to detect a new device, and that they're talking about these earbuds. But when I did that, it knocked the whole app completely off. But at least from what I can see, but from I think you guys didn't see that, so that's good. And I was just afraid for a second there that maybe the whole thing was going to shut off or something. Anyway, Kimchi says all the best people are mutts with our wide variety of DNA. for survival. White supremacists are literally less evolved. The more you know. It's going to cookie time. It's cookie time. Big Hook, Big Hook. So when you visit JD Vance, do you think they flip the couch cushions? Hey, Janelle Walker's here. Hey, Janelle, good to see you. Thanks for coming on in. Hello back at you. Welcome to the Truckers Lounge. Nick Rich says, Big Hook, keep them coming. Barney Agliata, listen and learn. Kimchi hugs at dear Janelle. Yeah, Janelle's here. Thanks for being here. We're just kicking it today. I've just been reading chats. I haven't really gone off on any big rants too much. Today's just an easy peasy kicking it with Kamala. It's a kicking it with Kamala kind of day. You know, we're just waiting for Rovember and a big blue tsunami. But we can't rest on our laurels, so we gotta keep at it. Keep at it. Mad Max says, here's a money-making idea free from me. Hot dogs. You can eat a good hot dog and get stoned at the same time. Pot dogs. I like it. I like that idea. I think it's a good one, Mad Mac. Big Hook, hillbilly lore of couching cousins. Roxanne Armfield, maybe that's why they are so inbred. Janelle says hello. Kimchi says, Tough Cookie is never on long enough for me to troll. Yeah, he's kind of like a wham bam, thank you ma'am, in and out kind of guy, Love him and leave him type of dude, I think, from what I hear. From what I hear of the other lady cookies talking about. Mine is Kevin Anderson. This says a Big Hook. My guess, JD gives them two options. Do you want to sit on it? Do you want to sit on it? Me personally, I fuck the hell out of it. All right. The guys are just getting grosser and grosser. Steve Sayers says, Vaughn shits and pants now has Vance to do the dance at a glance, and he wandered off all day. Wow, that was some heavy rhyming. Got some heavy rhyming from Steve Sayers. Over there. Big Hook gives new meaning to the question of shall we flip for it? I think I would just get I would rather just stay at the Motel 6 down the street, JD. Or whatever, Denise Wilkins, I have to get dressed and I'm taking him to the vet. Oh, okay. Today at By Trucker John, I will be listening. Goodbye, chat. Hey, Denise. Yeah, take him to the vet, get him checked out, and again, we're all so happy that you saved that little puppy, and we all wish the best for hope everything goes okay at the vet's office there. And as I knock down my stand, thanks for being here. Good to see you. We'll be here again at about 2 p.m. Pacific time. By the way, if you want to come back in later, check us out. We're going to do a little House Parks pre-show. We'll do a pre-show hangout. Because I think Cal's coming on at 3. If anyone can verify that for me, that'd be great. If you guys have heard anything else, something different. If it's 3 or 4. Like I said, in the summertime when he has his son with him, he usually just goes back to a regular 3 p.m. start time. And when his son and with his mom and everything, then he does his show an hour later on Thursdays, because that's when they have their call. They do their family calls and stuff at 3. Anyhow, so if anyone knows for sure, let me know. But I'm pretty sure he's starting at 3 today, so we'll start at 2. We'll do a 2 o'clock pre-show where we can hang out and just get some more JD Vance jokes going, apparently. That seems to be all the rage. Michael McAndrews is still camping. Michael, you've been camping all summer. That's great. That sounds like a great time. Yeah, do it while you can. Do it while the weather's nice. And I hope you're having fun up there camping. Roxanne says, have a good one. Bonnie Agliata. Oh, is Bonnie leaving too? Let's see. Bonnie says, the cookie made me hungry. Oh, I got to go eat lunch. Okay. Yeah, go get you some lunch. And hopefully we'll see you back at 2 p.m. Pacific time. We'll hang out for about an hour. Janelle Walker, Hal does that every summer. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Mad Mac, how you, hun? To Janelle. But, I mean, I'm just not sure, like when Cam goes back, because, but we're still in July, so a lot of places, schools be starting in August. Like when I was in school, we always started in September, the fall year. It was always like right after Labor Day. But for the last, 20 years, it seems like that's all changed. Where schools start in August sometimes. I know here in Vegas, the schools, I think, are starting back at August 12th. I think I heard that on the news somewhere. But anyhow. And I don't know if his son stays with him all the way, that's, till then or whatever. It's none of our business, really, none of my business, other than just trying to figure out his start times for his show, But yeah, we'll be back. We'll do a little pre-show hangout, and maybe Tough Cookie will show up again. If not for me, at least show up for Tough Cookie and Paul, the purple beard guy. That's a good. See, I need to practice my enunciating words, and that's a good one to use to practice. Paul, the purple beard guy. 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 See, I'm getting better. I'm getting better at enunciating. Big Hook says, Vance, here we go. It's just, Big Hook is just that's not gonna stop with the JD Vance fucking his couch humor. So here we go. From Big Hook, this is from Big Hook. And I have not pre-read this. So here we go. It's big build-up. Let's see if it's worth it. Here we go. This is from Big Hook, not from me. Because just in case someone listens to this and they don't pay attention to the chat, they might think that I'm saying this. I'm actually reading chat, folks. Okay, so this is Big Hook. Big Hook says, Vance's version of American Pie is couched in history. Thank God he wasn't blessed with Eugene Levy's eyebrows. Guyliner must be flying off the shelves. Okay, that wasn't quite as funny as I thought it would be. No. I got a big American Pie reference there. Because the guy, he fucked it up. He actually fucked up in a piece of pie, right? Apple pie. Alvin Stube, I was way late to the party today. But as my dad used to always say, better late than never. There you go. Better late than never. You're better late than never. Do you notice anything different about the sound of the show, Alvin? Since you came late, I would be interested in knowing if you think the sound quality is different. Is it better? Is it worse? Is it the same? I'd like to know what Alvin thinks, since Alvin wasn't here earlier. So let me know, Alvin. Michael McAndrews, Vance can't dance. Michael, no pants. James Williams, good morning. Big Hook. Janelle, yeah, and Trump does the jerk off. Yeah, the double-fisted, by the way. Roxanne Arfield says, sorry I missed the significance of the couch. I've only seen some memes. I don't know if there's an actual story about it, but apparently JD Vance fucked his couch. I'll just leave that there. Big Hook says musical couch cushions An Appalachian party game. Hey, man, what happens in Appalachia stays in Appalachia. Apparently not, though. We're hearing all kinds of stories. All kinds of stories that I really don't want to hear about. I really don't care. Well, other than I would not... I mean, it's good. It is good information because I would not really want to ever visit J.D. Vance's house and sit on any of his furniture. It would just the idea of it. So it is probably good to know, I guess, in that sense. But other than that, I really don't want to know someone's private time antics. Other than the couch thing, I think is good to know because then you can at least have the choice. Like, do I want to sit on this couch? Do I want to wear a rubber suit? Do I want to, bathe myself in antiseptics? I don't know. So this is probably good to know. Roxanne, I'm sorry I asked. I know it's like It's like what? He fucked his couch. Michael Vance did what? This reminds me of Comer, James Comer, when Jasmine, what's her name? When she said, big bad beach body, whatever, and then Comer's like, a what? That's what that reminds me of. Anyhow, Nick Rich says some comic needs to do an audio book read of Jizz Pocket's book. Janelle, ew. McAndrews, same here, John. But anyhow, Roxanne says, I'm with you, Janelle. Kimchi says, Stephanie Miller said that someone fact-checked it and it wasn't true, but that is some next-level trolling. And how do we know it's not true? I mean, were you there? I mean, we don't know. And I don't care if it's not true or not. J.D. Vance deserves to have that hanging over his head. So whatever. Yeah, Mad Max says if he boned his grandma's couch, it would already be covered in plastic like a condom. Yeah. The couches everywhere are demanding that they be wrapped if they're anywhere near the presence of J.D. Vance. Right? Pamela says Vance gave his couch a name, Donna. Oh, a name. Oh, he gave his name. He gave his couch a name, Donna. I botched that reading. Sorry, Pamela. James Williams, Vance can barely keep from drooling. He's not a good communicator, just the way Trump likes them. Hey, John from Las Vegas is here. John says, what now? Is what James Comer said. Oh, yeah, it would be a great drop. He's like, oh, what now? Yeah. I wish I could do drops, sound drops. Someday I will be able to. I'll have a little soundboard. Michael McGahedge's poor couches. Yeah, I feel sorry for all the couches that J.D. Vance has assaulted. Big, whether it's true or not. It doesn't matter now. The couches are still going to be in fear when JD comes near. Big Hook says, what do you find when you shine a black light on Vance's couch? A hidden Jackson Pollock. Ba-da-bum. Alvin Stoops sounds a little clearer. Oh, okay. That's right. So Alvin got back to me because I had asked him about the sound. He says it sounds a little clearer. Okay, that's good to know. As long as it doesn't sound horrible, I guess, In other words, it doesn't sound any worse than when I was not using these AirPods. And it sounds clearer, so that's good to know. Kimchi says, it would be great if he said, Lordy, there are tapes. Nick Rich, Big Hook, you're killing it. You're killing me. You're killing me, Big Hook. You're killing me. You're killing me here. But yeah, so, I mean, a what now? You remember that? To me, that was the funniest thing of the whole thing, that whole Jasmine MTG thing. It was Comer's response. He's like, a what now? It still cracks me up. And Jamie Raskin's reaction too is like he just when he heard Jasmine, he goes like, he's like, whoa. He's like, you know, it was like he was sort of impressed. He was like, and then Comer's like, oh, what now? Oh God, good times, good times. Yeah, Crockett. Dick Rich Crockett is brat. Oh, there we go. We got that, what the kids are saying now. She's brat, which apparently means cool. Us old fogies, I'm just trying to keep up with it. Just trying to keep up with the current slang and all that. Anyhow, Jumper Loves Me cracks me up every time. Yeah. He's like, a what now? Yeah. Let's see, do I have anything else? Any other thing to add up here? I just have stuff that I put in when I don't know if you guys saw that I redid my Project 2024 video. If you guys have seen that, I had a Project 2024, and it's basically here. I'll go ahead and spoil. This is gonna be a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert on Project 2024. It's basically just saying vote blue, get out and vote, but it had like vote for Joe Biden in there. So I had to redo it, and I put it out yesterday. I did a Project 2024 redo, and I updated it with putting in like Kamala Harris, vote for Kamala Harris stuff in there. So that's really all I have saved. I don't have that. So if you already saw that, you would see it. But it had like, well, it had this one's in there. This was kind of interesting. I kind of like this. Because remember when Obama was running, they had like that style of a graphic for Obama. So now they did one for all four of these folks here with Trump and Biden and Kamala. I kind of like that. Hope, hate, heal, grow. Yeah. That seems to be the progression here. Or with Trump, we regressed, you know. And Biden led us through a period of healing by having the fucking most kick-ass fucking economy and within my lifetime. And now we're going to grow with Kamala. You know, first female president, hopefully. You know, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched. So we can't get, you know, too cocky. We've got to make sure we vote. Once again, vote.org. Make sure you're registered. If it's not too late to get registered, then do it. Make sure you vote. Bring other registered voters with you who are going to vote blue. Show up not only to get a big turnout, but also, you know, safety in numbers and all that stuff. So make sure you vote blue. Steve Sayers, I like Rasmus's little smile and Comer's like, oh, what? Yeah. That was so funny. James Williams, keep reminding people to check their voter registration. Yep, that's what I was just doing. Vote.org is a good way because that they have all the links to whatever state you live in. It'll just take you right to where you need to go. Big Hook says the new JD Vance line of furniture is covered in plastic, easier to clean up plastic bed sheets, taken to its logical conclusion. Kimchi says, one of the best parts of Kamala for me is that I can go on vacation and be at peace and not have 12 panic attacks of existential dread. Yep. We can, with a certain amount of, reasonableness, we can have a little peace of mind that, yeah, we're not going to wake up the next day to some mess, But like we said earlier, the Republicans, they're going to test her. She's going to be tested, big time, bigly. All right, guys. Let's see. Steve Sayers says, just mailed my Democratic primary ballot. Holly will be voted out. That would be great. Little twinkle toes. Let's get rid of twinkle toes. Hunger Greeter says, I checked not long ago about my voter registration. I am registered to vote, and so is my husband. That's great. And what I like about here in Nevada is the Nevada, I don't know if it's Secretary of State office or whoever that runs the the voter stuff here. They sent me an email from time to time. They said, yeah, you're all good, you're all registered, you're all good to go. So that's pretty cool. But anyhow, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead. We'll call an end to today's show, and I'll see you guys again at 2 p.m. Pacific time. We'll do a little 1 hour pre-show hangout. You guys want to hang out? Get warmed up for Hal? As we wait for Hal to come on, we can hang out and shoot the shit. Maybe some stuff will happen that we can talk about. Nick Rich says 2 hours done already. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. It's been fun. Checking out my new ear. Well, these aren't new, but I've had these for a while. But it's been fun to check it out to see if they work. Apparently they work pretty well. And so, like I said, the next time if I do something like a Tara Devlin show, I can use these and I won't sound quite so echoey. Hopefully these aren't as echoey, I guess. I don't know. But I guess that's it for today. I'm just looking at the clock on the wall, looking at everything here. Everything looks good to go. You guys, thank you so much. We had some great support for the show. We had, let me just see real quick thank you to Just Saying with the super chat, and Steve Sayers with the super sticker. Thank you guys so much for your support, and all y'all in here for all the likes and subscribes and the shares. Thank you guys for being here, being a part of the show, and just help keep us going, keep the community going, help me to enunciate. Thank you for helping me. I don't know if you're gonna help me do that, but hopefully someday I'll learn how to talk without sounding like Donald Trump or whatever. I don't know. Oh boy, whew, I just burned myself ultimately there. The thought of it. Anyhow, guys, I got to get some stretching in because I definitely do not want to pull a hammy. I'm just not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Bye, guys. See you in a few hours.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes. Might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes. But if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I tried to kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle a skid. But doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream, this is where we win, right here on the Trucker John live stream. No, it's time to say goodbye, the show is coming in. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry, we're all gonna come back and meet again. Well, it's time to say goodbye, the show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry, we're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully, nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about gold chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby, the show is over, but could I ask you, baby, to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who am I trying to kid? At least when I was out there driving, I could handle the skid. Doing this live stream, baby, it's been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. We gonna do it again and again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream, this is where we win, right here on the Trucker John kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle the skid. Doing this live stream, baby, it's been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. We gonna do it again and again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream.